So it says, and grieve not the Holy Spirit of the Most High, whereby you are sealed unto the day of redemption. So I want to see NLT, and do not bring sorrow to the Most High's Holy Spirit by the way you live, see? By the things that you do, how you move. It says, remember, he has identified you as his own, guaranteeing that you will be saved on the day of redemption. But if you don't follow, if you don't follow his word, Yahweh said that my sheep hear my voice and they follow me, and guess what? He's gonna have to slap you upside the head with that scepter. He's gonna have to slap you upside the head with that shepherd's staff till you get it right. Get it right, true. Inside joke. Amplify. And do not grieve the Holy Spirit of the Most High, but seek to please him, by whom you were sealed and marked, branded as the Most High's own, for the day of redemption, the final deliverance from the consequences of sin. So it's a beautiful thing to be in this knowledge. You have some individuals that act like they brought themselves into this thing. That's not the case. This is a gift. That's another one of Elder Apostle Kabara's favorite scriptures, or one of the top ones that he always brings out in the book of Ephesians chapter 2, that this is a gift that was bestowed upon us. But you have some individuals out there that act as if they came up with this. No man is above correction. Remember, the Apostle Peter, he was over there, Apostle Paul. But when there was a situation going down that was off, the Apostle Paul had to, check him on it. And Peter didn't say, look, Paul, I'm over you, man. You can't be talking to me like that. No, he listened. And that's the difference between the humility of certain men of the Lord and the humility of men of the Lord and the stubbornness of these other demons. Now you have some men of the Lord that are super stubborn, like the case of Jonah. You see what the Lord did to Jonah? He had to slap Jonah around a few times to get him, to act right. And Jonah, it ain't like Jonah didn't want to go. He didn't, I ain't going to go because the Lord said, God, I ain't going over there. I ain't no goddamn Ninevites, man. Fuck them, Nah, he already knew that the Lord was going to forgive them. He was going to not destroy them. That's why he didn't want to go. So he felt within himself, I'm just extrapolating, that it was a waste of time to go to Nineveh because he already knew the outcome. That's why he said, isn't this the reason why I said this, something along those lines? He already knew that the Most High was going to be merciful because he knows that the Lord is merciful. So he tried to go to Tarshish. And the Lord said, nope. He caused some hellified storm to happen to where that ship couldn't go. And it's like those men on that ship, they knew that there was something wrong. There was somebody on that ship that was off. And then Jonah told her, it's me. He said, look, just toss me off, and all this stuff will stop. And at first they didn't want to do it. And then eventually they did it. What happened? Immediately, everything stopped. And the Lord caused, a great fish to swallow, Jonah. He was in there 3 days and 3 nights. So what's the moral of the story? If you're a man of the Lord and you're stubborn, the Lord's going to break you. I must break you. The Lord's going to break you, man. And the warning's only going to go out for so long. There's going to come a point where the warnings are going to stop. And once the warnings stop, the judgment drops. And once the judgment drops and there's no more warnings, there's no more doors of mercies open, then there's no more remedy.